Hello and welcome back to Nat Scraps. My name is Natalie Peconic and I am a scrapbooker, car maker and all over crafter. And I know I'm saying welcome back, but where have I been? I have been away, guys, and I do apologize for that. I have taken the summer holidays pretty much off. I haven't really done any scrapbooking or card making. I haven't really been in my craft room that much apart from just hanging out to use a brand new 3D printer I got. But we've also been away, we're building a beach house and we are just doing lots of stuff. So I have had a break and I really kind of needed a break. I was very, very tired at the end of last year. We had so much going on in my job, in the family, everywhere. So I really have just taken a big long break. And I do apologise, and I hope that in the next few weeks I can get back into it and create. Now, what I did do when, after Christmas, when I thought I shouldn't really make a video, is I made this page that's in front of us right now. And I made this page and I recorded it, but I did not record it. I didn't hit the record button. And I really love this page, guys. So it was using the Skylark, which is the January Bring Back Your Pack. And it's a really gorgeous pack, and obviously I made that layout. Then I created this second layout, guys, that is there in front of us. I thought, no, this one I will record, and I didn't actually record that one either. So I think I was trying too hard to get things done and it didn't happen. I'm going to bring the Skylark pack in very shortly, and I'm going to show you that some of those papers. I'm going to shift through them. Now, I've had a really good go at chunking a few bits and pieces out of that Skylark paper. So please forgive me, you haven't got full pieces of paper even to see. So when I originally thought I recorded the videos, I went through the papers and did the whole bits and pieces. But yeah, you know, this is life. Now, I did a voiceover for this video too, guys. So I talk with my hands, so you can see my hands moving and everything else. I talk with my hands, but guess what? That voiceover was really, really bad. I had a machine going in the background and I didn't realize how much noise it was actually making. Here's the Skylark papers, or what is left of it after I chunked them apart. You can see that beautiful pattern paper there. We've got a green one. We've got sort of like a gritty kind of style and a blue one there. It's really, really beautiful. You see this full kind of pattern, like what I'd say is the highlight paper there. I did take extra pieces out to add onto that first page. And I absolutely adore that first page, guys. I am so sad that I don't get to share that video with you guys. And then with the leftover bits of that paper, I also cut some bits and pieces out of the top and the side. You've seen that little tag in there. That came out of that piece of paper too. And then I'm going to use those to create this background. Now, having lost all of the videos I've done, which is, I can't even believe that I have done this. I then had to go back and redo this background for you guys so you could see how I did the background in the first place. So in a moment, we're going to cut to some video of me creating that background. Here we go, and you can see I've got that background there that I had. Now, in the Skylark pack, well, it was on special, and it's going to finish like to next 3 or 4 days, this Skylark special, but there was a 12 by 12 stencil and it was gorgeous. So it has all these beautiful bits of leaves. What are the words, guys? Where are the words today? They are not here. It's been so long since I've done a voiceover for a video. And here I am just going to show you how I created that. So I'm bringing in Limeade and Jade and a little bit of toffee. Now, you may think, what am I doing with the toffee in the background? But you'll see as we go that I put the green in and that toffee just lightens it up and brings in the subtle. Now, in the Skylark papers, there is quite a lot of browns in it. So I feel like that all works together. Here you can see I put a little bit of tape on my mats, and after a while it builds up. So here I am taking it off. I actually cut out where I'll go around all of those corners on my mat and take off the old tape, start afresh for the new year, and then I'm going to pop that down. Now I'm going to use some of this masking tape and put these around the edges. Now this doesn't have to, it is a 12 by 12 stencil, but you always get those little bits on the edges that sort of like you kind of mess up. So popping this here does help, but it also helps hold it down and not moving. And you'll see as I go around that I will take this off and then put it back on to do the border that I do in a little bit. It's all going to make sense, guys. Stick with me for just a smidge and it will make sense. So the first thing I do is I go in with the limeade. I'm going to use our blending brushes for this one, and a really big tip is when you're using these blending brushes is to go off onto either your silicone mat or your a scratch piece of paper, so you're not getting harsh lines, because if you do go straight from your pad to the paper, you will tend to get dark lines. Now here I'm adding that limeade, I'm going around those edges and I'm bringing it in. Now it's really up to you whether you want to do a whole page or you just want to do a border, and you can do this with any of your 12 by 12 stencils, or for that matter you can do them with your 6 by 6s or your 4 by 4 stencils as well. Just choose how big a border you would like and where you want that pattern to finish. Once I've gone in with that limeade, I'm going to go back in with the jade. Now the jade's a slightly darker green, and I'm trying to hit, oh, I've already gone in with the jade. Gee, that was quick. Sorry. And it just gives a little bit of highlight on some areas. So or shadows on some of those areas. Now you can see here I'm building up that border again, and I'm going to come in with my toffee and I'm going to go around the edges. Now at this stage it's stark white on those edges and there's not really a border. There is, but there's not quite. By doing this, I'm muting down those greens, softening the edges of the paper, but I'm also going to get this really nice white border around the edge of the design. And you'll see the difference on that corner to the one up the top, where there's sort of a really nice defined edge all the way around rather than just where the stencil finishes. And I don't necessarily need to put all that back on there, but I did, and I'm going to fill in those corners, and that's basically how I created this background. Now you could use different colors, so if your photos were pinks and purples or something like that, you could bring in pinks and purples. You can do this with all sorts of different styles of stencils to get a one layer background where it does look like you've matted up that paper onto another piece of white cardstock. Saves a little bit sometimes. So having completed that, I'm just going to do a quick little tidy up. Now please be gentle with these stencils. They are very delicate, they're very detailed little ones, and they'll have little areas that you can easily tip up and damage. So just wipe them very gently and then go ahead. Now I had previously, you've seen at the start when I thought I was recording the video, the second video that I thought I was recording that I didn't record, here that I already had a few of these bits and pieces out, and I already had this photo matted up. Now these are very, very cute photos. They're of my two kids at my nephew's engagement party, being as cheeky as always, and it's amazing looking back at this. This was only about this time last year, and how much my son has grown, because he's getting very close to the same. I think he's only about 8 centimeters shorter now than my daughter, so he has grown heaps in the last 12 months, but still as cheeky as ever. He's always got that little kind of like cheeky kind of hug that he does to the side, and it does pee my daughter off when he does it, so he does it even more. Kids will be kids, won't they? So what I'm doing right now is I am just shuffling all those little bits, and this is kind of the, you know, put it down, see how it works, pull it up, change it over, put it down, see how it works kind of method that I do. So I will constantly move bits and pieces around, and I'll look for things that I think will go in different places. Now, right now, I'm looking for a round element. So up in that top left-hand corner, there's a little bit of a half circle. I think I cut it off from the first page that I did. So I'm looking for another round element that I might be able to put down on the bottom right. I choose a little bird there. It's just kind of tiny details, and really they don't matter overall, but that's my thought process that's going on, so that you guys know what I was thinking while I was doing it. And it's just a couple of little words here, and I'm trying to figure out how I can just pop them in and layer these little bits and pieces up. When I do go to actually put this together, what you'll find is that I have put some foam tape behind the photo, and everything else basically is sort of down below, except for that little tag that says, let me just remind myself, show the world your magic, which is that little green tag that's up in the top left corner. So now that I'm pretty happy with that, the last thing that I think it all needs is that it needs a little bit of a pop around some of those tags and elements and things. So I'm going to bring that toffee ink back in with my blending or within a blending foam, and going to go around those little pieces and give them a little bit of brown blending. This will mean that they'll just jump off that background just a little bit more, and they will stand out. So here we go with that. I'm even doing that photo mat, and I'm trying to get just on the edge so I don't take up too much of the blue on that photo mat. So I've done that, and here you can see how well those pages, just with a couple of little dots of the tape, stick to your mat so they don't move around. I am going to do a little bit of a shimmer brush on here. So I've brought in the toffee shimmer brush and I think it's the limeade one from memory, a lighter green one. And I'm just doing a couple of little splatters in those corners behind roughly where I think the embellishment's going to be, and that will just help put a little bit in the background. Here's the foam tape I was talking about earlier. I'm going to pop that on, and now I have a bit of a decision here. It takes me a little while to choose because I don't normally go for photos in the middle of the page. I normally either put them down to one corner or up into the left corner a little bit, but this one, it was pretty much, it kind of went, no, you need to be in the middle. Now, this is not by any means my probably best work. It's probably far from it. And am I 100% happy with it? No. But is it complete? Yes, yay for me. And getting back into it, I think when you've had a little bit of a break, sometimes it's a little bit hard to get back into it and to get that mojo running. So I think win for me getting back into the studio and getting my crafty fingers going again. Here, that's just me speed running, putting all of that back in extra fast here, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to add a few enamel dots, and then that will be it. Before it all ends, guys, I just want to thank you guys for watching the video, especially when I've been away for, you know, what feels like about 8 weeks. And yeah, please leave a comment. Let me know what you want to see this year, what kind of videos. I know the 30 Days of Sketches is coming up in March. March is going to be a very busy month for me, so I don't know how much of that I will get to, but I am looking forward to seeing the sketches and getting some sketching mojo going. Apart from that, I'm really not quite sure what I'm going to do, but please leave me a comment below, let me know, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Here's a slow down, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.